In this video, we will review important online resources and portals for faculty advisors in order to be able to assist students when it comes to course registration, assist them with navigating through the Degreeworks portal, and to be able to help students find their time tickets in order to be able to register for classes. So starting with our new interface of the MyWhittier portal, we have what we call cards. These are going to be different resources that you are able to bookmark to your homepage. You can also remove things if they're not relevant to you by clicking the bookmark icon. If they're currently on your page, you can remove them this way. One of the important cards that we want to make sure that all faculty have pinned to their homepage is going to be the faculty dashboard. If there are other resources that you want to go ahead and look for that are not currently on your homepage, you can click the View All Cards button, and this will allow you to scroll through the different options that you can add to that page. So again, I mentioned the faculty dashboard being one of the main ones for you all. So make sure you click on the bookmark icon and then that will add it to that homepage for you. There are a lot of other things here that you can, again, look through and add on your own. We're going to go ahead and go back to our homepage now and talk through some of the other online portals that are crucial when it comes to faculty advising. So starting with the Welcome to MyWhittier card, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new interface of Degreeworks. So when you go ahead and click here, we're just going to start by searching for a student. You can look by their ID number. You can also use the advanced search. There should also be a way for you to look by your advisee list. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and look for a student by their name. So I'll go ahead and type that in here, and then we will pull up the student's Degreeworks account. On this page, we are going to be able to see the student's information at the top with their ID number, name. It'll also give you information regarding their major, placement test scores, how many credits they've earned thus far, and the holds that are also on the student's accounts. If you are seeing majors on your student's account that are not accurate to their actual interests, please encourage them to submit the declaration of major form so that this can be updated for them. But in the meantime, we will also show you all how to use the what if function if students are still exploring or if they wanted to get more information about adding a minor or double majoring. That's another option that we'll take a look at through the what if. Some things on here, the holds that you will see on students' accounts will be the ones that will prevent registration. So we want to make sure that we are referring students to the appropriate departments if there's something that they need to take care of, such as the business office or the health center if they have holds like these on their accounts. One thing that I want to go ahead and point out on this page, so again, looking at the overall hours, it'll let you know how many credits a student has earned, but what's something that often gets overlooked on Degreeworks is the minimum total credits. So we want to make sure that our students are staying on track to reach 120 credits by the end of their time here. So this little paragraph here will let you know how many credits your student has completed and additionally how many they have in progress altogether. So we have been telling students that we want them to ideally be on track to reach 30 credits per year to keep them on track to be at 120 by the time that they are supposed to graduate. A couple of other things on here. The student's advisor is no longer listed in this section, but to find it, you can click on the little envelope icon, and this will give you the student's contact information as well as the advisor with the email address. So if you needed to share information with somebody else that maybe they're a double major, or if you're working with a student as in the first year seminar and you want to get them connected with someone else in the major, again, make sure that they are submitting the appropriate paperwork so that these can get updated on their account. The notes section of Degreeworks is something that we want to reinforce for students to have access to information regarding their advising sessions. Those notes used to be housed all the way at the bottom of the student's Degreeworks page, but now they are housed in this more options section. So if you click on these three dots, you can go ahead and review any notes on students' accounts. So again, it'll give you backdated notes of any information, and this just creates a good continuity for students to be able to see the progression of their degree and anything that you may have talked through with them. You can go ahead and add a note to a student's account. The predefined notes will be for registrar's office use, but you can go ahead and type your notes here in your description section. And then once you have finished typing in your notes, go ahead and click save, and this will add it on here as well. We're going to go ahead and transition and take a look at that what if function. So again, if students are still exploring their major or exploring an option about adding another major or a minor to their degree, we can use the what if function to help students see the requirements for those specific areas. So if you go ahead next to the academic button, if you click what if, you will be able to help students get a temporary snapshot of what courses they would need to take to satisfy any particular area of interest. So I'm going to go ahead and click into the major box, and let's say the student was interested in looking into chemistry as an option, and they also wanted to think about a minor in computer science. Then once you have these in here, you're going to go ahead and click process, and it'll allow the students to see what the requirements look like for that major that we just selected, as well as the minor requirements here. So it's a really useful tool for students to utilize and for you all to share with them so that they have access to this information all in one place and they can see it live. Additionally, if you do have any continuing students that are on the old version of the Libre Education curriculum and they're inquiring about switching over to the new Libre Education curriculum, you can view the requirements with them using the what if function as well. So if you click on the what if button, you'll go ahead and make sure that the catalog year is set to the 2025-2026 year. You'll go ahead and select program as Libre Education, go ahead and put their major of interest there. And then once you hit that process button, you will be able to see the new curriculum requirements on that student's account. So this is an option. If students are asking about it, they will need to submit the declaration of major form. And on the form, there is an option to update the catalog year if they wanted to go ahead and make that change. We will now transition into taking a look at the faculty dashboard card so that we can review our advisee list and look at holds that are on students' accounts, help them find their time ticket, and then release advising holds once we have met with our students. So in our faculty dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and click on advisee list here. And then this again will give us the list of students that are currently assigned to us. It'll have an overview of major. It'll have, if they have an advisor hold, it'll have a check mark here. That means that that's something that needs to be removed. So in order to go ahead and look at the student's account more in depth, I'm going to click on view profile. And this will give me the overview of the student's demographic information, as well as any courses that they're registered for, their GPA at the top, how many credits they've earned. But we're going to go ahead and take a look on the right-hand side of our page, the registration notices. This is where students can find their time ticket. So as an example, the student has October 13th at 7 a.m. This will look different for students depending on their class standing. And class standing is determined by how many credits they have completed here at the college successfully. So again, just pointing this section out to students so that they know when exactly they can get into the registration portal. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at the hold section. So by clicking on this, you should be able to see the drop-down menu. The only hold that you will be able to release as a faculty advisor will be the advising hold. So once you have gone ahead and met with the student, reviewed the courses that they plan on taking, have a conversation with them about their goals and other things related to their experience here at the college, we can go ahead and remove that advising hold by clicking on the box and then hitting release. You are more than welcome to leave any comments here if you like to, but it's not necessary. You can go ahead and click OK, and then that'll successfully release the hold for you. Additionally, we do want to take a look at any other holds on students' accounts. So things like the business office hold, want to make sure that we are referring students to the right place so that they can get this taken care of because these will prevent registration as well. Financial aid, missing documents, health services, referring them to the health center. And then the last one here, this is more of just an indicator. The e-refund enrollment just means that a student is enrolled in a payment plan. So no action needed for that. If that's the only hold that you are seeing on a student's account, then they will be good to go to move forward with the registration process. If there's any other information that will be helpful for you to be able to better navigate through these online portals, feel free to reach out to anyone in CAS and we can assist you with providing more information or additional tutorials as needed.